going to assure us that if we seek your services, then I'll not go to suffer in the streets of Dubai? I will go to that office job that you have promised me right here from Kenya.
To answer that one, I knew that it always comes. When people come now, the first thing they ask, how many times? And the answer I always give them is this. If I tell you I'm busy, it will be your word against my word. Now it depends if you want to believe my word or if you want to believe with your word. But they say actions speak louder than words always. And I also always tell them, hang on, just wake up and live. You'll hear. People around will tell you what wataongea, the story will reach you. Then you can make up your mind then. But the story was, what you say is very true. There are a lot of people who, actually even when I was doing an interview the last time in Taveta, there's a lady who approached me and told me that the husband is suffering in Dubai, and he was taken to Dubai by a visitor's visa. And at first she didn't want to tell me that he went there with a visitor's visa, and I asked, how did he get to Dubai? Then after probing, she told me that he went to Dubai with a visitor's visa. If you go to Dubai with a visitor's visa, it will be impossible for you to turn it to be a contract visa. A contract visa, you're given from Kenya as a work permit. So the visa comes as a work permit. So if someone tells you, well, is a liar. That is one way of doing. And the next way of doing is that all these agencies are registered with NEA. NEA is the National Employment Authority, and most of them, wale ambao wamekuwa registered na NEA, wanaogopa kukosea, because to get that license by itself is a lot of money. There are not many licenses as expensive as the license ya kuwa na agency. For those who know, it will be between 750 and a million to just get a license. And if you do it annually, it's over 300,000. So for a serious person, hangetaka to jeopardize that license. So if they are registered with NEA, we have a 50% chance that this will be legit. But hivyo utakuta hata hao legit, kunao bado wako scrupulous. Why? In this agency, kuna watu wanaitwa brokers. Anakuja na approach like Reddington. Aniambia sasa that bring you customers. And as a businessman, I'll tell you, how itakuwa poa. So they go there and become a advocate. So he talks on behalf as if he's Reddington. And a lot of people are called that. Sometimes they bring Reddingtons, but hawajafika ofisi ya Reddingtons. They don't know who I am. They don't know what I'm about. They sometimes even don't know the jobs that I'm selling as a product. But with that, for me to be able to answer you now, is that the last 1 month ago, we did an interview in Taita for tickets for drivers and for riders. And as we talked out, their visas are out. And also we are working in conjunction with Youth Enterprise Fund. When I came to Taveta, not many knew about the Youth Enterprise Fund, that the government has money for the young people. If you're 34, 11 months and lower, from 18, they have money for you to be able to go out there and work. So when you start working, that's when you start paying that money. So I tell the young people, how will I be able to fund the government? Because the government is giving you money for me to take you to Dubai to work. Imagine nimetoa pesa na government, mimi nimekuja nimekula, and then I'm not able to take you to Dubai. Nitakaa Kenya gani? Will I be able to survive in this Kenya? So that is one way of also checking out like in fact, when I went to Youth Fund in Nairobi last week, they told me that I'm the first agency to approach them with a group of young people, and they approved our roles. So that way, even the Youth Fund recognizes, because before they give us the licenses or they renew the licenses, wanafanya thorough checking and make sure kwamba we are legit and we are clean. So I can assure you that Reddington's iko legit na iko clean, and we don't have one single case where someone is being swindled by Reddington. I hope that answers.
Thank you for that. I hope we've all heard. Cannot be taken to Dubai with a visit visa and promise to change it to our permit. So that is the first red flag to look out for from an agency. And today's theme is empowering youth, skills, innovation, and education. So my last question to you, how can we as young people better position ourselves for specific, like what specific skills or qualifications do you look out from young people so that you can be at a higher position to be able to get these jobs that you are offering? Here we have people from Taveta, colleges, universities, and people are going to get the degrees, the diplomas, the certificates. Apart from that, what other skills do you look out for?
The first most major, most important skill that we're looking for is attitude. And actually it's not just us, but everybody everywhere in the world. They are looking for attitude. There was once that Elon Musk said, he was asked, why don't you employ graduates? And he said his criteria of selecting a woman is by giving them a challenge. Or by asking, have you ever solved any challenge or have you solved something? And as you tell what you saw, and as he looks at your attitude, he then makes up his mind to employ you, or you are employable or not. So the most important thing for any young person here is to have a good attitude. You can have your degree, yes, and I'm not discouraging people to have degrees. It's very good to have as many degrees as you can because knowledge is power. But the most important thing is to have a humble attitude. The next most important thing is to have a goal. You cannot reach somewhere if you don't know where you want to go. If I wake up today and I want to go to Mombasa, and then I take for 5 minutes, nafika Maungu, narudi tena, nafika wilaya Paket where I'm going. But if I'm going to Mombasa, I know Mombasa is this direction. This is where I'm headed. And I concentrate and I put all my energies to get there, I will get there. A lot of us don't know where we want to get, who we want to become. The most important thing is imagination. Imagination is a very big gift that God has given us, the humans. You must use your imagination. Dream. Visualize where you want to go. And then take the easiest and the best route to get there. So for young people who want to achieve something, like I said, I gave the example of the Indians. When they came here, a lot of people saw imported labor. But then they didn't see imported labor. They saw new towns that have not been touched, where they could thrive, where they could make business, where they could grow. And today, if you put the richest people in Kenya, 120, I assure you, most of them will be Indians. And they are doing very good in this country. So it's the same way. I also tell them, when we were taking you to Dubai, Qatar, wherever, a lot of young people have gone there and they come back after 2 years. And he has saved nothing, he has achieved nothing. He went and worked and he didn't stimulate his affairs. So but I always tell people, there are others who go, about 10%. They'll go, they'll come back here and promote. I have stories of many. I have a story of like two that I want to share with you people. There's one that we sent to Dubai and he was taken to Sharjah. Sharjah is a place where they sell a lot of spare parts. And he was employed as a handyman. Mtu wa mkono. Anabeba hii chuma, anapeleka pale, anachukua hii chuma, anapeleka pale. And they came to realize that amejua parts zote za magari, this young man. And some of us started calling him, hey, Juma, unaweza tumia chuma fulani. By the end of his 2 years contract, Juma had known everywhere there is spares. He knows who sends spares from Dubai to Nairobi. He had already made his clientele. And as we talk, 4 years down the road, Juma has a shop in Kirinyaga. And he's doing very well. He's a millionaire. I have another case of a young man. He went there as a driver. And for 3 years, contract yake ilisha na miaka miwili. Kwa hiyo miaka miwili told me he never had to salary. Alikuwa anatumia tips. Because they are given tips. If you're nice people, they'll give you tips, attitude. And that year, he had enough money. He came back in Kenya. Akaenda Mombasa akachukua hizi matatu mbili. He's a driver to one and he's employed. He's built. He's an employer now. He went there to be employed, but today he's an employer. So attitude is the most important thing. We have many stories of success stories because in everything in life there is positives and there is negatives. Kuna positives za kwenda Dubai na kuna negative ya kwenda Dubai. In everything there's positives. So we know I am men that when we to Dubai, huwa tunawafunza. This is a positive. Ukienda to Dubai, there's a lot of beautiful girls. For our drivers nawaambia kama mngojewa. In Dubai there's a lot of beautiful ladies. Wa Ethiopia, kuna wa Russia, kuna Uganda, kuna wa Rwanda. They are all waiting for wayani wale ambao watakuwa kwa madereva. If you forget where you came from, umefika Dubai umesahau kutoka wapi. How done wanakungojea, you'll be working for them. That is the negative side of it. But also there is a positive side of it. So we need to have an attitude and to be positive, to look at the positive side of everything.
Thank you. As young people, we normally say that we have left home to change home. Menda, Mombasa, Nairobi, so that I can come back and change home. So I think the most important thing that we've gotten there is the attitude. Why are we doing what we are doing? Where do I want to see myself in 10 years from now? So that is a great motivation. I hope you've noted that down. And thank you for that. It has really been helpful. So we'll go to you, Kirida. You're the chairperson of TTSA Online Chapter, and I'm sure that a lot of young people who are students in the county, and they could have been here, but they're not here today for many reasons. Maybe some don't see the need of being part of such an association, or they're not just interested, or they don't know how they're going to benefit from being part from this association. So my question to you is, how can students leverage the mentorship opportunities that TTSA offers so that we are able to develop leadership and entrepreneurial skills?
Yeah, thank you very much. In fact, I say students learn knowledge. That's why, like mentorship, we as youth lack empowerment. That's why we don't have information. As our first speaker mentioned earlier this morning, Madam Slay, she mentioned a lot of things to do with mentorship, but most of us are not aware about the information. So, being a chair of Mbani Sub-County, I have encountered a lot of challenges among comrades. Telling comrades, join the association. We have a lot of stuff we are doing for you and it will benefit you. But our students have, let's say, youth have a stereoscopic mindset, whereby they don't see the bigger picture in it. So, how can we leverage as students and leaders the mentorship TTSA offers in order to empower our youth? First of all, TTSA offers mentorships to youth in digital literacy programs, in financial literacy programs. Basically, most students here graduate in universities with degrees, but someone does not know how to write a CV, someone does not know how to communicate. But we as TTSA, I can say as I'm speaking as Mundani Sub-County, so we have a plan already. We're going to roll out soon, whereby we'll be training students from Mundani Sub-County specifically, mentorship programs in digital literacy, financial literacy programs, whereby we noticed that a certain teacher was calling me, like, let's say 2 months ago. He was telling me, I don't know how to write a CV, and he's a fourth year and he wants to graduate. So we saw that we as leadership of Mundani, let's do this, let's teach these students like small skill sets so that they can be held to, so that they can be able to liberate and understand and how they can compose themselves in the interviews. Because you can notice most of you go to interviews but don't know how to present themselves. Like someone is doing a tech course, but he or she does not have a LinkedIn account. And you understand right now the world is moving to digital. So like just the personal branding is the key to each one of us. If you build a resistible brand as a student, it will help you, because right now if you want to work in a company, someone will ask you, where is your social media account? That is the first question to be asked. But so we cannot share a social media account where you post from Mombasa, you are doing on a beach. But if you have a LinkedIn account, that is like a digital CV, that will help you as a comrade, whereby it will help you building your brand. For me, I am talking from a personal testimony. I've built a personal brand in LinkedIn. I have more than 4,000 connections. You can go and check, and I've connected with different people. It has helped me in building my personal brand because everything I do, I post there. And when I am applying for various opportunities as a student, it will help me in being like one step ahead. I have a testimony. I've been able to participate in various fellowships. Example is Aspire Leaders Program from Harvard University. I was part of the board 2, which happened in October. And also, that one has helped me in shaping my mindset as a youth, as a comrade. That's why we as youth, we need to come out from our comfort zone and embrace the mentorship part. Don't ignore them. We will organize the mentorship virtually. But you as youth, just sacrifice that 1 minute and be able to learn that one thing, and it will help you in building a personal brand. Everyone will tell you, if you have a good personal brand, everyone will be likely to be associated with your brand, because everything is brand. If you don't have a brand, no one will be likely to be associated with. And each organization needs someone who has a good brand, a brand that is reputable. So we as youth, we need to leverage the mentorship we have. We have various mentors here who will be coming to our sessions. So someone will share an experience of 30 years in less than 30 minutes. An experience that you gain in the 30 years, but you gain it in 30 minutes. So that is the most important thing about the mentorship. Also, the mentors who will be coming on board will share opportunities. Someone will share an opportunity to you if he or she knows what you do. That is what the mentorship in DTSC does to the comrades. So basically, it helps you in building your brand. Also, there's a quote that says, your network is your network. If you have a strong network, it will help you in leveraging different people. So unajua connection. Unataka kujenga connection, unajenga kupitia hizo sessions. Attending these high level conferences will help you in connecting with different people. People will help you in the future. So the first thing about the mentorship, helping in building the personal branding, connecting with different people, also unlocking different potentials available in the mentorship opportunity.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for me. He has mentioned very vital aspects of growth for us as young people. By a show of hands, how many people here have a LinkedIn account? Just talked about LinkedIn and its importance in personal branding.
I'm the president of Political Communication, also the Secretary General for Jumuiya Block 1. I know there is first a pleasure and congratulations for what you guys are doing. Again, I have a key concern. You see, on the issues that our panelists have been discussing, are just focused on jobs that are provided, or like jobs that we can acquire from different countries. As we were approaching for the Jamhuri celebrations, the president, I think, organized, it was known as Jumuiya, not Jumuiya, but Jobs Fair. I think something of that name, whereby different organizations that do offer jobs were at Kenya, KCC 18. So we went there to benchmark and learn so many things, but we identified there's a gap that even the government is focusing on giving jobs abroad, but there's no jobs that are provided at the local level. So my question is, what are the strategies made we as youths who have acquired education in different institutions, or what are now the strategies that the different institutions like the county government, the national government, maybe do or they are planning to do to make sure that we are also giving jobs that are local, because we have experiences of people who have gone there. One of the challenges is that family distance. Some of them are facing a lot of insecurities there, which have led to unstable families. So how are we youth now being prepared to utilize the education skills and the innovative ideas that we have to transform our own region, that we can also work in Kenya, we can also work in Taita? How are the strategies that are being done to make that thing work? Thank you.
Thank you for that question. Even in our institutions, I think it is high time that they try to give us direct opportunities to different in the outside world. For example, in Kenyatta University, they have a direct linkage to the European Union where they take students from different courses to go and do internship programs outside the country. I was a beneficiary of one of those programs earlier this year, where I was taken to Turkey for an internship program for a period of 5 months. So even as institutions, be it university, colleges, TVETs, if they embrace the linkages and the partnerships with the local governments, international institutions, we even have different non-governmental organizations, we can at least leverage these opportunities and be given platforms, even as students, young people. Career centers, and students are not aware of these places. Therefore, we've gone to campus just to have fun and study, and they're not able to utilize the resources because we don't know. So maybe today our clarion call would be to take that step to go to maybe your school's website or the offices and research on their areas of careers, because I know of institutions, companies that directly go to the universities to look for people who can work for them. So you can also research on that.
And you've talked of one of the skills is attitude, but all of us who are in this forum, we're in higher training institutions so that we can become specialists in various fields. So would you mind telling us what types of jobs are they offered abroad? Thank you.
They say there's no education. You are always forever learning. So with the education that we have, there's another slogan that I've had here. Comrade, power and comrade, wisdom, yeah? And they say wisdom is turning your knowledge into action. When you turn your knowledge into action, then it becomes wisdom. So that's a big, really mighty slogan that the young people should use. I've heard that there are career centers in the universities, and most of you don't know. So you never utilize that. Huh? So you might be faulting your universities that they're not doing enough, but it's you who's not doing enough. Before today, how many people here knew about youth enterprise fund? Before today? How many? I see like 5 times. Meaning that's maybe like 0.something% of the ones that the government in a gender pesa. These stories, my boys are the beneficiaries of that. Yeah? So we need also to dig out and see what is on the ground, what is there. Yeah? So that we can be able to take advantage of it and we can be able to empower ourselves as young people. Na hii pesa imetengewa vijana. When I came to Taita, I think nilikwenda kwa hiyo ofisi, nobody ever had told us for that money for the young people. But how many young people we have here? 67%. Hii county ina 67% ya vijana na wajui kuna. Yeah? So it's also good for us to be able to turn our knowledge into wisdom. Tuwe kama watu ambao wamesoma, we go out there, we go to the county, what is there for us? Can we dig out? And that way we'll be able to take advantage. And once we take the advantage of that, pia tutaangalia kuona the positivity of it. There is positives in everything and there is negatives in everything. Bila negative na positive, hakuna stima. Yeah? So we need to understand that also. When people are premature and giving all the negative things about the government, there's a lot of positive things that are on the ground there. Dig for them, go for them, concentrate on the positives, and you'll see there will be a difference in your life. And also, it will make a big difference to everybody who's around you. And that way will be able to change the Taveta house. Hapo kuna kijana mmoja alikuwa ameendea infant Taveta, lakini sasa hivi tunavyoongea, I have more than 10 boys. They all pass letters for their loans. That money was lying there. That money could have lying there. Your pesa ingerudi kwa treasury the next physical year. So let's dig out and let's see what is there for us. Let's be aggressive and let's use our knowledge. Turn it into wisdom.
From Catholic University of Eastern Africa, and I have a question especially on the mentorship programs. And how can mentorship programs be scaled to reach more young people, especially in unobserved areas? And what qualities do you look for in mentors to ensure they provide meaningful guidance to us? Thank you.
in a student perspective. So you have asked about how can the youth prepare to how can the youth prepare to these opportunities that are available? So the first thing we can leverage, we as students, we are an association, we can leverage on youth summits, where youth come on board, discuss things to do with opportunities available to the youth. So we call different stakeholders to collaborate with us so that the youth can be empowered. We as youth, I can talk in a student perspective, we are students, we don't know if there is that opportunity, but if we can come on board as a joint organization, a joint unit, it will be easier for us to organize youth summits. We can say, maybe one of the holidays, we organize a youth summit whereby youth are being brought, the opportunities are available, various partners come on board, and we showcase different opportunities available, so it can be easier for us to navigate in those opportunities available. Also, we can be also organize like civic education among the companies. Like today, Madam President has taught us about various opportunities available in the political sector, and also as youth how we can get ourselves in those opportunities. So we as youth, we start small, like start learning small from where you are in the comfort zone. And as you learn, as you have the knowledge, when we organize the youth summits, maybe early next year or late next year, it will be easier for us to discuss, because we'll be discussing from the point of information, not out of nothing. Yeah.
Thank you for that. We've learned a very important point from you of our Member of Parliament from Dani constituency. Yes, Marco. Thank you for joining us. We are just concluding with our panel discussion. I think I'll just respond to the other question that you had for how to leverage mentorship opportunities in the grassroots levels. I think this itself is a mentorship opportunity, and also we are here as students from very many universities, and that is a blessing that God has given us, that we've been able to go out there to University of Nairobi, where JQuat. That is an opportunity that we've had, and we know of many people within our villages, our communities, that have not yet had the opportunity to go to these institutions of higher learning. And that itself is an opportunity for you to place yourself as a mentor. Meet those girls in your village. Talk to them about the importance of education. Tell them about how there's life to more than just finishing Form 4 and getting married. Tell them how important it is to go to the university to take that course. Maybe you are doing environmental science. Create a small group where you're teaching people about the importance of environmental conservation. Take teenage girls, take them through importance of education. Take the boys, empower them. So we are all here mentors just as we are, and we've had the opportunity to study in the universities. We are more exposed. So you can go back to your community and create that organization, that CBO, that NGO, and take the younger ones who are looking up to, going to a college or a university. It's not a small deal. Most of our parents didn't manage. We are the first people in our generation to be able to go to the university. So that itself is an opportunity for mentorship, and it starts from us. Hatuwezi kuwa tunasema kila school, government this, government that. Yet you can start something with the little resources that you have. So at this juncture, I would like to thank the members of the panel discussion. A comment. Okay, so let me just, we thank the members of this discussion. You've shared invaluable insights that you are all going to take home, and it will be able to help us leverage the skills that we have and use everything that we've learned here. So we'll just take a parting shot from each of you, 30 seconds, parting shot, then we close.
Comrade power, comrade wisdom, na tukue waiska. let's show the others who have not had the advantage and the advantage of going to school and university, what it means to have education, yeah? By turning that education and that knowledge into wisdom and into power.
Viva comrades, viva! Viva comrades, viva! So, my petition is, let's be empowered generation, let's focus on empowerment. Usitoke venye ulivyo leo, get one connection, network, get to build your brand. First thing, build your brand, build your network. Asante sana.
Short would be about the mentorship. I'd like to add our leaders present, the CCs, ambassador, our MP, to be mentors to us, the young generation. Most of the times we see people from the older generation, I don't know, it is out of fear of maybe being overtaken, but they do not come back to empower us. Even as us, we go back to empower those younger than us. We urge our leaders to even empower us. Like, I'd like to do a public appreciation to MP Mwashako, because even when I was vying for vice presidency in Kenyatta University, he came in handy to help me win the campaign. So that is a practical mentorship. So even the other leaders, we urge you to also empower us, to mentor us, as we also empower the ones younger than us to grow and go beyond Taita, Taveta, to grow our county and to go beyond. Thank you. And also, just for to clear up any doubts, I have seen people asking each other, are these twins, why do they look alike and all that? Probably our panel moderator will clear the air before she concludes the panel discussion. Thank you for that, our able panel members. My name is Francisca Majala Moila, and yes, we are twin sisters. We are twin sisters, and we are blessed by God that we are given similar characteristics, similar talents and gifts, and that's why we are here today. And we thank God that we are going to move Taita Taveta forward, empower the young people behind us. And thank you all for listening and for having a good interactive session. We've talked about personal branding. You can go to LinkedIn, Instagram, and look for us, and we can network and work within our communities in other spaces. Thank you so much, Ms. Ogori, for the opportunity, and we'll now leave the stage. Thank you.